Well, everybody's got a patio around their house, and I hope by now you've installed a square-foot garden on that patio. Hi, I'm Mel Bartholomew, and a lot of people have written asking, what's your latest thinking in dressing up a garden like this? Well, today I'm going to show you. It's a 4-tiered garden, and I think you're really going to like it. It's something you could build around your house.
Square-foot gardening. A simple and practical method of growing vegetables and flowers that's especially suited for today's busy way of life. 80% less space, 80% less work, non-stop harvest. Here's the originator and host of Square-Foot Gardening, Mel Bartholomew.
Well, you've seen our patio garden before. It's a very small area, 20 feet by 20 feet. Anyone's got that much room in their backyard. You could do something like this too. We laid down brick and sand, very easy to do, and then we laid out our individual 4x4 planting areas. We built it up by nailing together 2x6s, then filled it with a good potting soil, divided it up into 16 square feet, and started planting with lots of flowers and lots of vegetables. But this year, we wanted to try something different. We wanted to add a focal point, so we took this center 4x4 block and did something really special with it. We built it up in elevation to make a 4-tiered garden. Now here's how we did it. My dog Molly helped me build these extra frames out of 1x4 lumber. It's the cheapest lumber you can get, and yet it does a nice job. And we've made them all different sizes, 4x4, 3x3, 2x2, and 1x1. They can be arranged in any pattern you want, centered like this, or perhaps you want to do something a little different. I wanted to build a tiered system that would work its way up. So I've laid each layer on top of the next one, or the bottom one, and used a square to make sure the lumber stays nice and square. Remember, this is square-foot gardening, and just laid one corner right on top of each other. And here's our tiered effect. And we're going to fill this with soil later, but first we're going to drive one piece of wood down and then nail that so that the pieces of wood won't move. And we're going to plant so we get cascading effect right over those tiers. Now once it's filled with soil, then all of a sudden you have a totally different garden. And it's now time to plant. I've used little strips of white plastic to divide up my square foot areas. And remember, use the same spacing as in square-foot gardening, 1, 4, 9, or 16 plants per square foot. And we're going to add a lot of flowers in this because this is our focal point of our square-foot patio garden. And we'll have good soil. Remember that soil mix. Now these flowers are going to grow and fill their space and also start cascading over. You're going to see how pretty that looks in the garden. Viewed from any angle, it's a spectacular sight, and it's so easy to build. And look what that turns into. It's really a showcase garden. Now what we're trying to pick are a lot of different flowers that will cascade over the side, and it really gives an added look, a sort of an added dimension to it. Let me show you all the different things that we planted in our garden. A 2x6 frame, we just put in 4 bib lettuce here. We have Dusty Miller, Blue Ageratum, Dilithium. Here we've got some black-eyed Susans, an empty square foot waiting to be planted, and here on our last or top square foot, we have lots of different color, ending up with an ornamental pepper. You know what this almost looks like? A cascading waterfall, but one of beautiful colors. Remember to put a few herbs and a few vegetables in with all these beautiful flowers. You could do something like this at your house.